morning. My name is Debbie Jones. I'm a Community Relations Administrator at the Jacksonville Aviation Authority, and I wanted to announce that the Jacksonville Aviation Authority is so excited that Cecil Field is going to host the largest number of air show performers in the country. An unprecedented 35 performances will give spectators a thrilling, non-stop, 6-hour show both Saturday, April 18th and Sunday, April 19th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Performances will include everything from skydivers, wing walkers, military tactical demonstrations, and simulated aerial dogfights.
Debbie, obviously putting together an air show is an incredible event and just a phenomenal consumer of resources, if you will, at an airport, even one as big as Cecil. But why?
Well, the point of this particular air show is to support a couple of charities, the Alan Henley Foundation and Fly, Drive, and Ride for MS Research. Now, we were approached by the Alan Henley Foundation earlier or late last year because they were trying to do fundraisers in support of one of their pilots who had had a tragic accident at home and has been left paralyzed from the neck down. So most of these, if not all of these performers, are waiving their performance fees and are coming here to raise money to support one of their own.
Well, there's a lot to be said for what we call the air show family, and I'm sure you're seeing a bit of the air show community rallying its support. Have you seen anything like this before?
We've not seen anything like this before, and I don't think the air show community has seen anything like this before. We're going to have 35 performers here, and from what I understand, that's unprecedented for any one air show anywhere in this country. So it is a rare opportunity for people to come out and see 35 performers do their thing in the skies over Cecil Field. It's going to be a thrilling, non-stop, 6-hour show on both Saturday and Sunday, April 18th and 19th.
Cirrus Design's Vision SJ50 single-engine personal jet offers exceptional fuel efficiency, flexible seating for up to 7, advanced avionics, and all the Cirrus safety features you expect, including the Cirrus airframe parachute system. With its detailed design, the Cirrus Vision is technologically advanced, yet engineered to be simple to fly, to allow owner pilots more lifestyle pursuits than any other personal aircraft. Learn more about the Vision SJ50 at cirrusdesign.com.
This is a very special air show for myself and all the other performers that are going to be here, and there's going to be a lot of performers here. All the top performers in the U.S. are coming to fly in April. Alan Henley is a really close friend of mine and the rest of the performers, and not just the performers, but the event organizers and the air boss, the announcer, everybody that's associated with this air show. Alan is the lead pilot for the AeroShell team, and he was injured in an accident at home playing with his kids, and he's in a wheelchair now and can't move very well from the neck down. He's young, he's in his 40s, and flying is his life and his family's his life, and so it's been very hard for not only his family but for all his friends to see what he's going through.
Patty, first of all, welcome to Cecil Field.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Obviously, the coming air show in April is kind of important to the air show community. Can you tell us a little bit about your feelings in flying on behalf of Alan Henley?
Well, kind of like I said earlier in the press conference, every air show that we fly has some charitable component to it, whether it's MS like this one also has, or a local Rotary Club, whatever their charities are. But this one's really special for all the performers, and there's going to be a lot of performers here because it's for a good friend of all of ours, and it's Alan Henley. And I think most people know he's the lead pilot for the AeroShell team. He's a great pilot and a great friend and a great person, and we love his family. He's got 2 little children, Brandon and Skylar, and we're hoping he gets better, and in the meantime we want to do everything we can to help him and support his family, and with the just staggering medical costs and amazing expenses that they've had to incur, from redesigning their whole house to putting in special access doors and entries and all the health costs. So we're hoping that a lot of people show up, and everybody here is donating their time, whether it's the person that's holding the performer party, the hotel's giving us an amazing rate, the airport's being incredible, and all the performers are coming for no fee. So we want everybody to come and help Alan and Jennifer.
Says a lot about the Airshow family, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're sort of a big dysfunctional family.
Glad you said dysfunctional.
when it comes to doing something like this, we all get together and we are a family for sure.
Well, I've noticed that the entire community has been following Alan's progress, and especially the blog being written by his wife, and it's just incredibly touching and very emotional, and you can't read that and not come away severely affected by all this.
I know, she's done an amazing job. It's on Caring Bridge, and she's been very honest in her posts, and she sends something out almost every day, so you've been able to follow it right from the beginning, and you really have a sense of what's going on with her and her emotions and Alan and what it's like being part of the family. I mean, she's really brought you into their home, which I think is a wonderful thing for her to be able to do, and it's great for us to know what's going on. So it's emotional, it's hard to talk about, and I'm not sure, but I think Alan might even be here too. So I think that'll be really good for everybody to see him, be able to connect with him, because I haven't seen him since the accident, and I know that a lot of us haven't, some of us have, but I think actually seeing him and talking to him is going to make a big difference for everybody too.
You've heard of this thing called WAS, right? The Wide Area Augmentation System lets you fly GPS glide path approaches without relying on ground-based landing aids. No VOR, no ILS, no problem. Fact is, WAS is so smart, it even knows what you're going to say next time you need it. And don't have it on board. Wah, wah, I want my WAS now! I was really crying there for a second.
Greg, there's such an incredible spirit among the performers who are donating their time to, well, tell Alan Henley that he's not forgotten and we want him to get well. What are you hearing from performers that are lining up to fly the show?
Absolutely. They're very much interested in making certain that this is one of the premier events of any air show that's been, but particularly now that Alan's in need. They're really focused on getting here, giving the people a good show, and hoping to really garner a big turnout.
What are you hearing about from individual performers? Because one thing I don't know the public knows is they're coming out on their own dime.
That's fact. They are. Everyone that's performing in this show is, in fact, on their own dime as far as the performance itself, their lodging, their transportation to and from. Pretty much the entire affair of being here is being supported by the individuals that are doing the show. So it's very much a kind of an unprecedented event, and that just speaks to Alan, the love that everybody's got for him and his family, and the respect that they're showing by coming out to put on a show like this.
What was the typical response when you called up and said, hey, we're going to have an air show, and it's for Alan?
How soon do I need to be there? How long is it? Is there anything else that I can do, and who can I call for you?
Outstanding. Says a lot about the Airshow family.
Absolutely. He's got a very close-knit family, and we're going to see to it that he's got every shot at coming back, because I know that's where he wants to be.
Amen to that. Can you tell us a little bit about the variety of performances we're likely to see this April?
It's an unimaginable variety. In fact, if you're going to miss the air show circuit at all this year and you're not going to be able to make it to a bunch, this is the one to make, because there's going to be everything here. There's approaching 35 performances with a little over 40 different aircraft performing each day. But it's going to be an unprecedented number of performers in the air, and it's probably one of the more action-filled shows, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, going all the way through until 5 in the afternoon. Most air shows don't start until early afternoon, until say 4. This is 10 to 5 nonstop.
Why Cecil Field? Why Jacksonville? I mean, outside of the fact that I really appreciate it, that it's a hop, skip, and a jump from my home field.
Well, it's if you look at the scope of this place, I think in some of your other footage, people kind of get the idea of the sheer size of this field. It's going to take that to accommodate the number of performers. The hot area alone has got 46 aircraft in it. The spectator availability for space and safety is something that really made Cecil stand out. Plus, its proximity. A lot of the performers are on their way to Sun and Fun the following week, so it made good sense to have it here to where we could get the maximum number of performers and the least amount of inconvenience for them, while giving a large populated area a good shot at one of the greatest air shows that's ever going to come around.
And finally, Greg, one last plug. Where can anybody get information on the Cecil Field show?
It's www.cecilfield.aero, and that's the new extension AERO, and Cecil is CECIL Field, FIELD.aero.
Greg, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.